Hello everyone, and welcome back to Unbound Learners Pre-K. My name is Nina. What's your name? It's so nice to meet you. Are you ready to sing our good morning song together? Let's stretch our arms out like airplane wings. We'll fly to this side, over to the other side, fly back to the middle. Big stretch out in front of you. Stretch up over your head. Let's stretch to this side, over to the other side. One last stretch, and now it's time to sing. Good morning, dear earth. Good morning, dear sun. Good morning, dear rocks and flowers, everyone. Good morning, dear beast and birds in the trees. Good morning to you and good morning to me. Good morning, friends. I hope that you all are having a great day so far. Before we get started with the calendar and weather chart, there are a few things that we need to do quickly. The first thing that we need to do is turn on our listening ears. Next, we have to put on our thinking hats. So you look for your thinking hat. My thinking hat is over here. I'm going to put it on top of my head. And today my thinking hat has some buttons underneath my chin, so I'm going to button it up. And the last thing that we need to do is warm up our hearts. Boom, 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 boom. So let's double check. Our listening ears are on, thinking hats are on, and our hearts are all warmed up. Now it's time to get started with the calendar and weather chart. First, let's go over the date. Here's the month right up here. Do you know what the month is? August. That's right. Today is August 25th. Let's move the chip over from yesterday. Yesterday was August 24th, and today is August 25th, and the year is 2021 or 2021. So we have a lot of counting to do today. We're going to count all the days that we've had so far in the month of August. So first, let's take a deep breath together, like this. One more time. Let's warm up our counting fingers and let's start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Whew, what a lot of counting! We counted 25 days that we've had in the month of August. Now it's time to sing the Days of the Week song. So hold up your 7 fingers like this, and if you know the words, you can sing along with me. There are 7 days, there are 7 days, there are 7 days in a week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Let's go down to the bottom of the chart and go over the days together. Listen carefully for the sound that the day starts with. Yesterday was T. Tuesday. That means that today is W. Wednesday. And tomorrow will be Th. Thursday. Let's go back and sing Today is Wednesday. Will you sing it with me? Today is Wednesday, today is Wednesday, today is Wednesday all day long. Today is Wednesday, today is Wednesday, today is Wednesday all day long. Let's go back up to the top of the chart and go over the season. What's the season, friends? Summer. You're right. It's still summertime where I live for a few more weeks. And now let's go back down, down, and sing the weather song together. What's the weather? What's the weather? Can you tell? Can you tell? Is the sun shining? Is the rain falling? Can you tell? Can you tell? So today, where I live, I have a picture of the cloud and the sun, because when I look outside of my window today, it's mostly sunny with a few clouds. And my temperature chart is on orange because it's warm. Today is warm and mostly sunny. What about you, friends? What do you see outside of your window? Thanks for sharing with me. Now let's move on to the letter, the number, and the sign of the week. This week we have been talking about this capital letter. Will you tell me the sound that this letter usually makes? That's right, G, G. But sometimes this letter will also say J. And what letter is this? G. That's right. This is an uppercase G. G usually says G, but sometimes it says J. I wonder what we'll find inside of the letter box today. Inside of this box, I have something that starts with the letter G, G. I'll give you a few clues, and if you think you know what it is, you can take a guess. Here's your first hint. This is something that is found outside. It's found on the ground, and it's the color green. What could it be? Let's take a peek. Grass. I have some grass. Now, this grass is what color? Green. That's great. Green and grass both start with the letter G. G. This is how you write in uppercase G. G. One more time. And behind me, I have the number of the week. Can you tell me what double-digit number this is? 13. That's right. When you write the number 13, first you write the number 1, and then you write the number 3. 13. Now let's count to the number 13 together using the large bead frame. This week we're going to count to the number 13 using the large bead frame. In order to get to 13, you need 3 units. 1, 2, 3, and 1 10. 13. Let's take a peek inside of the box and see what we have to count. Today I have these small rocks called pebbles. As I count the pebbles, I'll line them up across the top of the box. I actually think that I have too many of them, so I may have to make more than one row. But let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 pebbles. We've gone over the letter and the number of the week, so now let's move on to the sign of the week. Do you remember how to say art in sign language? That's right, friends. Art. Today we are going to be doing some foraging, just like last week, so I'll meet you outside. So here we are back outside, just like last week when we did some foraging, which is when we gather and collect materials that we find outside. We're going to be doing the same thing today, except this time we are going to be using the foraged material for a weaving activity. So I'm starting off in one of my front perennial beds right here. A perennial is a type of a plant that comes back every year, and we have some garlic chives right here. I'm going to snap off one of the stems. For this work, I recommend, as you forage, finding material that have long stems, again because we're going to be weaving in and out. And then I'm going to move over to one of my favorite perennials, which is Anise hyssop. They have these really fragrant purple cones at the top, and I'm going to break off another piece. And if there are some extra leaves around the stems, I'm just going to pull them off like this so that it will work better when we weave. Here we are in another spot in my garden, and right over here is a really great variety of some wildflowers. There's some Joe Pye weed, some goldenrod, and in the back we have some Queen Anne's lace. So I'm just going to grab a few stems from each. I see that a bumblebee is busy pollinating over there, so I'll make sure to give the bumblebee space. There's plenty to share. So we have some Joe Pye weed. Going to remove the extra leaves. And next I'll grab some goldenrod. And then I'm going to get some of the Queen Anne's lace. And now I think we have enough for our weaving activity. So I will see you back and we will work on that. Now that we're back inside and I have my foraged organic materials, I'm going to start off creating the weaving board. So I have a piece of cardboard right here, and I went along the sides and I just cut a slit in each side like this. This is something that your grown-up can help you with. All you need is a piece of cardboard and some scissors. I'm going to cut a slit in this end, like so, and then over on the other side. And you want to try to make sure that the slits line up. It doesn't have to be perfect, but as you can see, these ones were a little bit uneven, and therefore the yarn is going to be at an angle. But that's okay. So once I had a slit on each side, I took a piece of yarn or string and I just hooked it through the slit so it fit right in. And then when you flip it over, you can see where I tied the two ends together just to secure it. So again, friends, this first step, setting up your weaving board, you can have a grown-up help you with. And I'm just going to trim off that extra yarn, put that to the side, flip it back over. So let's start off with this piece of Anise hyssop. When I weave, I'm going to go over, under, over, under, over, under. So I'm going to start with the stem over the yarn. Next, I'm going to go under, over, under, over, like that. And because it's woven in to the piece of cardboard, it's nice and secure. Let's try that again with the garlic chive. This time I'm going to go under, over, under, over, under. And I have some Joe Pye weed. Over, under, over, under, over. And for my last material, I have this very long stem of grass. This one is definitely going to need to be trimmed, so I'm just going to trim off some of the stem. And let's weave it. I'm going to go under, over, under, over, and under. And here I have my natural weaving board. Let's get back to circle time. Welcome back to Circle Time, friends. Thanks for learning with me today. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, give my video a thumbs up, and find me on OutSchool for my live and interactive classes. You can also support my channel by checking out my Patreon page and gain access to bonus features for your child. Before we go, we have one last song to sing. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. I'll see you next time. Have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you tomorrow.